Hello, hello. This is Study Coach. This is Morel Bernard. I hope that you are fine. I have a story for you. LazyJack, what an ass. LazyJack, what an ass. Right, let's begin the story. Now, once upon a time, there was a boy whose name was Jack. Surprise, surprise, yeah? And he lived with his mother on a common. They were very poor. And the old woman got her living by spinning. But Jack was so lazy that he would do nothing but bask in the sun in the hot weather and sit by the corner near the fire in the winter time. So they called him LazyJack. His mother could not get him to do anything for her, and at last she told him one Monday morning that if he did not begin to work for his porridge, she would turn him out to get his living as he could. This roused Jack, and he went out and hired himself for the day to a neighbouring farmer for a penny. But as he was coming home, never having had any money before, he lost it in passing over a brook. "Oh, you stupid boy," said his mother. "You should have put it in your pocket." "I'll do so another time," replied Jack. On Wednesday, Jack went out again and hired himself to a cowkeeper who gave him a jar of milk for his day's work. Jack took the jar and put it into the large pocket of his jacket, spilling it all long before he got home. "Dear me," said the old woman, "you should have carried it on your head." "I'll do so another time," said Jack. So, on Thursday, Jack hired himself again to a farmer who agreed to give him a cream cheese for his services. In the evening, Jack took the cheese and went home with it on his head. By the time he got home, the cheese was all spoilt, part of it being lost and part matted with his hair. "You stupid lout," said his mother. "You should have carried it very carefully in your hands." "Oh, I'll do so another time," replied Jack. On Friday, LazyJack again went out and hired himself to a baker who would give him nothing for his work but a large tom cat. Jack took the cat and began carrying it very carefully in his hands, but in a short time Pussy scratched him so much that he was compelled to let it go. When he got home, his mother said to him, "Oh, you silly, silly fellow. You should have tied it with a string and dragged it along after you." "I'll do so another time," said Jack. So on Saturday, Jack hired himself to a butcher who rewarded him by the handsome present of a shoulder of mutton. Jack took the mutton, tied it to a string, and trailed it along after him in the dirt, so that by the time he had got home, the meat was completely spoiled. His mother was this time quite out of patience with him, for the next day was Sunday, and she was obliged to make do with cabbage for dinner. "You ninny hammer," said she to her son. "You should have carried it on your shoulder." "I'll do so another time," replied Jack. On the next Monday, LazyJack went once more and hired himself to a cattle keeper who gave him a donkey for his trouble. Jack found it hard to hoist the donkey on his shoulders, but at last he did it and began walking slowly home with his prize. Now, it happened that in the course of his journey there lived a rich man with his only daughter, a beautiful girl, but unfortunately she was deaf and dumb. Now, she had never laughed in her life, and the doctor said she would never speak till somebody made her laugh. This young lady happened to be looking out of the window when Jack was passing with the donkey on his shoulders, with the legs sticking up in the air, and the sight was so comical and strange that she burst out into a great fit of laughter and immediately recovered her speech and hearing. Her father was overjoyed and fulfilled his promise by marrying her to LazyJack, who was thus made a rich gentleman. They lived in a large house, and Jack's mother lived with them in great happiness until she died. Oh, LazyJack has done well, hasn't he? LazyJack, what an ass. LazyJack has become a rich man with a beautiful wife. Yes, living a great happy days of splendor. Yes, now he can bask in the sun in the hot days and sit near the fire, and no doubt his servants will bring him something to eat and to drink as he does that. LazyJack has done very well for himself. And by the way, books and more books for learning, written by Morel, and that's me, Morel Bernard, and published under Study Coach. You'll find these books at Amazon. So if you look at Amazon, there are lots and lots of titles. It's all about learning about maybe Shakespeare, learn about earthquakes, learn about rainforest, learn about communication skills, learn about nursing standards. I am an educator, by the way. All for my sins, yes. So you can look at Amazon for workbooks by Study Coach, author Morel Bernard. Just spell that for you. MorelBenard. Lots of books. And you can have a read before you purchase. I will be back with more stories soon. Take care and don't be lazy. I'm sure you won't be lazy. Have a wonderful week. Take care for now. Bye-bye.